Argentina's President Cristina Fernandez attended the UN's 70th General Assembly for the last time while in office. In her speech, she pointed out the need for world powers to comply with international law. Our correspondent in Buenos Aires, Laureano Ponce, has those details.
The President of Argentina, Cristina Fernandez, attended the 70th session of the United Nations General Assembly on Monday. In her last speech at the UN while in office, Fernandez criticized the financial establishment and the U.S. foreign policy while highlighting the improvements Latin America has achieved under progressive governments.
Latin America had been the icon of inequality, but thanks to the economic growth achieved by the popular and democratic governments that some like to call populist, we have improved access to healthcare, education, housing to millions. Today we can say we are a growing continent.
This was the last time that Fernandez attended the assembly as Argentina's head of state, as her current term in office ends in December. Experts point out that her participation in the UN in previous years had always been focused on reinforcing Latin American sovereignty while confronting global powers.
Cristina Fernandez always spoke against war, against arms buildups, against the international financial powers, and this year she did it in a moment when the General Assembly is developing and recovering multilateralism, which have been left behind.
The 70th General Assembly took place only 2 weeks after an Argentine initiative to establish a legal frame for debt restructuring processes was approved by the body, which is considered by many as one of the most important resolutions adopted by the UN in recent years.
It was a great achievement, with a very important role played by Argentina and Bolivia, but it was essentially a return of the third world views of the Asian, African and Latin American countries, and even with the support of some European countries.
The President of Argentina also added that a world where 1% of the population owns 50% of the wealth is not sustainable and called for wealth distribution policies in order to build more equal society. Laureano Ponce, Telesur, Buenos Aires.